field. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Back to throw. Fields. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Fields. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. He finds Sutton crossing the formation, complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
They'll get this down to the 38. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Powering forward. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Fields now to throw.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Fields on 1st down.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. That's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on. and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, it's Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. and 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And the catch made by Hopkins.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Again, Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He completes it to Beckham. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And some room to work.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields.
Touchdown Bears! Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Left side, it's Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 70. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it with Jones. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes. but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now it's Fields.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
53 yards.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the 6.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Rodgers. And he floated one out there incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. And some space here. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 11.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Fields on third down.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields.
It's caught. Beckham. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.